and Bega are serving the same purpose, and they are both located on the Abuja Ring Road. That's Ring Road 1. So, yeah. But he feels like Area 1 is the place to go because with that, you can find a car going to Games Village, Apo Resettlement, and the like. From Bega, you have to still get to Area 1. But bottom line is, it just depends on where you're trying to get to in end. Don't be scared. Ask questions, all right? That's really important. Don't be worried about asking questions, just so you don't waste your funds and your time, and you get to your destination in one piece. But another important conversation right now, and it has to do with education. Yeah? A lot of children are looking forward to resumption. But you think that you dress up, you wake up early, you already have your new school uniform, you want to go show off, you already have a lot of stories that you want to tell, and then you get to school only to be told that your teachers are on strike. That's talking about public schools in the FCT now. As a child, how would you feel? Heartbreaking. I would be heartbroken. You know how you're so excited home for over 1 month, looking forward to seeing your friends, bonding, to just vibing again and forming new friendships. Because hey, it's a new class, new school session. So maybe if you're in primary 4, you're going to primary 5. If you're in 5, you're going to 6, and all that. You're getting promoted to a brand new class. You're going to have maybe new students come in. You're going to have a new teacher. There's just so much to look forward to in a new class. But then the disappointment is your teachers are on strike. So there is hardly anything that you can, and you're advised to stay home until that is put. So the NUT, that is the Nigerian Union of Teachers, has directed primary teachers in Abuja to on strike, specifically the public school. All right. And so much has been said as public schools, how they can be made better. I mean, we have public schools in various districts in Abuja as well as in the area councils. And you would hope that if the schools are better improved, a lot of parents will not have to look for schools that are from their district to enroll their kids in. For to take a walk to school, ride to school, go with the friends to school. It is what? Within the same district. It's easier. So that way, there's a balance across. But we see that because of how the primaries are managed, because of how the public schools are managed, parents have to look towards private schools, which they hope that their kids getting value for money. And the question is how you can afford, not to even talk about the implication of having your child to a school that is not delivering. That's what's been the concern of the public schools. The facility not with the times now, so there's a lot of lack, and the children suffer because, I mean, they're the ones who are supposed to be gaining something. A struggle for a lot of people, but has directed that strike is over the non-payment to 5-month salary arrears by area council authorities. Now, other contending issues are the non-implementation of a 4% peculiar allowance and motion arrears, non-upgrading of concerned teachers, non-implementation of annual increments, non-implementation of promotion letter released for teachers. Now, the union has vowed to not call off the strike until its demands are met. I'm guessing the question in your mind right now, why was this not addressed during the holiday? I mean, it was a really long holiday, so it would have given time for these conversations to be had and a solution to be arrived at. Why wait until the day of resumption is up? Why do we even have a strike for anything to be done or for attention to be drawn to matters that concern us? I mean, we've seen the ASU strike instance, right? How the one lingered. How we've constantly, after that, every now and then, gotten threats of, oh, there's going to be a strike because the government is failing to meet to its promises and the demand of the association. All of these things are really mind-boggling. In the end, the pupils, the suffer, the parents also suffer. Because how would a parent leave tender one at home by themselves? They might need a call off work, go with a child to work. That's for those who are affected by this strike. Or maybe pay someone from the funds they hardly even have to look after the children while they go to work. Or have them go home in a bid to raise funds able to explore other options. So there's so many downsides to a strike happening and to a private school situation wherein the students are advised to stay home because there's no point in school. Teacher to attend to you. Stay home until that's fixed. Now, what should the government do? What should the council do? The chairman of the area council. How can the FCT minister intervene in all of this to ensure that this does not linger for too long? Because before you know it, the school will be over in December. It's just the first week of resumption. So it needs to be looked into as soon as possible so that children can go back to school, the school session, and just have a great time while they're doing it. We're live on YouTube's book right now at Nigeria or Abuja, so you can join the conversation, you can watch live and also contribute. Let's talk about ways to have this fixed in the best way possible. You can also call in 0700 950000, 095 97489, and on WhatsApp, send a message to 0809 930137. And sure you move away from your device, you call in, and kindly go straight to the point so we can have others share this as well. Good morning.
The speaking of our time.
Welcome.
Good morning, my brother. Agaba Iduwan.
Good morning.
I greet all Nigerians. Nigeria be great again. God bless you. This of strike, it has been happening long before this government came. If you remember, the happened former minister Musa Bello, what call himself, he didn't settle the matter. Secondly, I want to ask, Dickens, all the money that all these area council get, especially Hamas, what are we see? Cannot pay teachers, salary, their pension, their areas. So many of them, they are nobody today. Today they become somebody. Why can't they see a goal? The only option is for us in Nigeria to use it.
And the connection is distorted. Hello. Okay, if you can, please call. It'd be great to have you finish your thoughts. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Itodo.
Go ahead and Doug.
Thank you. This is a very topical issue. It stands down. But I'm looking at this issue from a different perspective. I realize that over 2 to 3 years ago, whenever school is zoning, whenever other schools are resuming, the public primary schools in the city will embark on strike. So I don't think this is a way development. What I realize is that there's a connivance between the public primary school teachers and the school owners.
Why do you think that?
Yes. Why did I so? You can see that private schools continue to get increase upon the parents every year. And many parents always have a comment that, okay, the school fees have been on the high side. As we are going to remove our children to these primary schools and secondary. And all of a sudden, when the school is home, you see the NUT, whatever they call them, will start calling
They're called the NUT, whatever you call them, okay? And they have the right to make demands as well, don't you think?
Oh, they have the right to make demands, but you spend over 40 days on that.
So that you can, Dangolo, do all to call back and finish your thoughts, okay? Yes.
Thank you. I called my brother.
Welcome.
So as I was saying, let's have all these area council the money they generate. What do they do with it? If you check Abuja road, you don't have me, I'm a taxi driver. Pay get money every day, 200. Taxi in Abuja more than 10,000. I'm not talking of Uber. The money. All these their boys that they on the road to collect people's money by force. I know you will have seen them. They are will lose your plane number. Collect revenue. What are they doing with it? If back and pay again now. The money that they using it for, if you cannot pass, what are they using it for? And then Peter was the one who taught them for the report. Many of them don't even have the case. But we can have them. What are you using all this money? The money that you are generated from Nigeria, what are you doing with it? Is it their money? Is it our money? Because they will tell you, pay tax. We have been paying tax, but we don't see the dividends of the tax. So I want all the teachers to come out to your local government sector. Look at the system that were crying. They need autonomy and supporting them. And the governor should give them authority. Look at them. Look at them. Abuja, this is the last government and Montabelu. Government 15 people have been talking about this issue of strike. The only alternative, the only solution is for the teachers to go there and peacefully. If they don't see the something they should go to minister because they not aware. You understand? They know we are putting a lot of rules government that they will not allow to do. The teachers should come out, let's go there. go and spend the anger that they hold them. How can you bastardize our education? Because many of them have opportunity to send their child abroad.
All right, Adewumi.
Former Hamas chairman now is a don. We know him yesterday.
No. Language. Adewumi, language. Okay, let's not go to that route this morning. Morning. Welcome.
Yes, I remember humble self Bakar Ali Kate in the Wopican calling from Itodo. The first question asked is why will they allow the schools to resume before backing on strike? My brother, everything you do in life, you have to calculate. You have to calculate where you are going to get the maximum benefit. If it is maximum damage, if it is audience, maximum audience, and that is they've done. If they have gone and spent the vacation, who would have listened to them? Who would have taken them serious? But this is the right time for them to be taken serious and escalating them. We have escalated them. It has gone to the quarters that will take appropriate action. Itodo, all the area council chairmen, all the political appointees in the area council, anyone miss out even monthly allowance or monthly code? Why do the government at all levels will have to allow people to embark on strike before they take action? This is unacceptable. The area council in the entire Nigeria, the FCT area council, entire Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken, they are the only ones that are getting their allocation directly. They are the only chair that are independent. The minister has no business with how they run their money. You understand? Well, I thank God by the virtue of the orientation, the practice of the minister, I know it's not good for him. And I know he has his own. Yes, because we can allow. Look, the FCT policy is very, very okay. The reason why some of us refuse to put our children there is business. I cannot put my children there, but how can other children be in school and your own is? You can imagine that kind of trauma it will give to the parent. Look, you have said now. Are you going to drop your kid at home or you're going to work? What are you going to contend with? So the problem.
All right.
This problem was addressed for the last time. Children in the FCT deserve much better, like every other children. If they are not ready for governance, they should resign and go. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning. Welcome. Go ahead.
I think I'm concerned Abuja to please urgently resolve issue. Children have been staying long during the holiday. Some of them have losing memories of the last lesson they took before the holidays. They should. What will be functioning? If a public school will not be functioning in this country, the education entirely is in sham. What will work in Nigeria? What will work? We are looking towards them, please.
All right. Thank you, Abubakar, for sharing your thoughts right there. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
How are you?
Thank you.
Black.
How are you?
You like black. I'm all right. My name is Bob. You are Labour Party presidential candidate. Every black. I just said, let me do quick update.
Yes, please.
The Voice, help us find out what is happening. Primary schools, FCT, they are on strike.
That's what we're about right now.
I'm not listening, but I saw you live. So I said quickly, what is happening? Could please reach out to Wiki to please help us address it? Because besides that, you have so many students or pupils in a class, and the little charges. And the little charges that is needed. I want him to check the activities of schools in FCT. I beg. If we have money and afternoon, I don't know if it's still happening. So we reduce the number of... Hello, can you hear me?
I'm listening, yes.
Okay, so we could reduce the number of students, pupils in a class. But this strike is really... So many people have resolved to take their children to government school,
to private schools
and what have you.
Okay.
And I've been saying that if you can take your children far from your house of transportation, it's advisable you them school close by so that they could train in and out. But this one that they are like, what would they be doing? Parents are in various offices. We don't want them to be roaming around. Primary school, very, very important.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mami Z. Good morning.
Hello.
Move away from your device, please. Welcome.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good on.
What's your name?
My name is Nocho.
All right. Go ahead and hear.
I'm living in Lascom.
Okay.
Education is I don't know what I'll call it. For the law, it is in Abuja.
besides many things, are teachers on strike, isn't it?
Hey, Henojo, before you go, I'm getting that feedback from your device. If you can move away from it completely. All right, please, let's have you do that.
You mentioned first and foremost that schools are not delivering. Why schools are not delivering is this. One, you have lack of teachers. Two, lack of equipment or facilities, lack of motivation as regards to salaries and from benefits. You know, in Abuja, despite West Indies, teachers in Abuja are suffering, especially early primary school teachers. Okay, another question was asked, why resumption before strike? This is the time people will know that actually what is happening. I think it's repugnant to justice. See that primary school teachers are not paid, and at the end of it, we're all living and go to the market square and discover that all the things we are buying, other civil servants are in it. So what I'm trying to say is that primary schools in Abuja, the councils, I don't know what they are up to. Teachers have been taken for granted. That at least they don't have voice, they don't have any person backing them. That's why they do whatever they like. How can children be resuming? Other children are going to schools, and other ones in public schools are told. Well, how will parents feel? I think it's an injustice. This education, education, politicize education to the extent that no person look at public schools. Rather, most of these men, they are sending their children to private schools.
All right.
So this is the only thing I want to say, because if make action during resumption, noticed by the stakeholders and the public, no action will be taken. You will not even air it. You don't know whether teachers strike or not. That is why the strike is taking place now. This is the right time. Very much.
All right, Hinoje, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. You can also join the conversation on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube platform. All that on here on Facebook says, watching from Mabushi. Thank you for joining the conversation. You can also comment on these platforms as well, as we focus on public primary school teachers. They're clearly on strike and they've made various demands. How can we improve the welfare of a teacher? They should be, quote, living large, living good, living well, eating good, because they are somewhat the first point of call or port of call for children. And based on how they interact with the children, that would go on to also lay a foundation that we're hoping that a lot of our kids get. Because when you complain about a terrible behavior and the fact that they spend a number of hours in school with their teachers and children their age, how well are we treating these teachers, wherein it translates to, in quote, good for our children? What can we do differently to ensure that we don't have these strikes every now and that tends to disrupt everything? Because let's talk about the effect as well that it will have on these children and how they'll feel left out. How they could be misled as well. I mean, there's so much time on their hands right now. A lot of their mates, everyone is out of the house. The vices that drive them towards, you say, oh, they're too young. Maybe they may get too young to think that way. You will be surprised what children know. Because how curious they are. And they want to know how everything works, everything goes. Maybe not all parents will be together, time of work to them, or have older parents look after them. So themselves. Let's take your thoughts on WhatsApp, 0899307. That is the WhatsApp number. Scooter says, ask yourself why Niger, Cameroon, Togo, Somalia, and so on not going on strike. Is the government aware about their rates and allowances not on record? Maybe we're not serious. There's so much that needs to be done. We don't have to wait for a situation before and the challenges. But we'll go on a break right now. When we come back with your thoughts and your reactions and how you think can be done differently to ensure that we get the kids in good time. And stop with this constant back and forth, so waiting for it to happen before we do the right thing.
The hub for information
and more.
The president used last Democracy Day address to talk about social issues, including security.
It is the government that they started it. They don't know that.
Join the conversation.
My name is Elder Emma Okoro. I'm interested in rebuilding my nation. And so I have to join the beginning of cleaning of the environment. The Gariki environment here is totally filthy and unhealthy for our people. So when Mayor decided that Abuja should come out, I decided to join because it's for the good of our people, our children, our wives, our families. That's why I'm part of this group, so that I'll be part of those who have started the journey to rebuild Nigeria.
You're wondering, well, my name is Fortune. I'm mayor of the FCT, and I am excited about this initiative. I believe it's going to be a big one. Since first many come here, so we still come out. We expect you to put your hands on the plow. If they refuse to do it, or they're overwhelmed because they can't do everything, let's do what we can do, and then we hold them accountable for the rest. I think that's what this is about. It's not about politics, it's not about everybody. It's about putting up what they need to help the society, the environment at large. That's the thrust for us, and that is why we are here. I'm excited, and I thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Thank you for joining in. Sad Moaz, let the federal government solve their problem so that everything will be back to normal. Now, this strike is earlier to the FCT across the area councils, specifically the primary schools. And the teachers made what some would see as basic demand. Just want the basics to be given. They want to ensure that they would live comfortable. But you will see that some teachers are not even earning good enough. They're unable to take care of themselves and take care of their family. When it is overthinking, struggling, how frustrating it can be, wherein they don't bother to give their 100 anymore, because in the end, there is no word for good behavior, and they'll look elsewhere, look for other options. See teachers moving to other, specifically private schools, because those tend to pay times in good time, and they don't have to eat or wail or beg. You see the lag that would bring to the schools, the public schools. You don't have a teacher for specific subject. Have one teacher taking a lot of subjects. How tasking, how tiring it can be. Imagine one person teaching English, basic science, French. They're teaching basic technology. Well, they're teaching you on PHE. One person, just one person. How would they feel? And when it's time for them to get paid, there's nothing. Or there's an excuse, or no one attention to them. They're meant to get promoted. That is not happening. So it's important that the right thing is done. The right thing, this conversation with those in charge, the NUT, the area council chairman, the government, should come in and find a way to lasting solution to all of this. Because with every strike, a lot of people suffer. Not just the teachers and the students as well. So, good morning. Are you there? Okay, if you can, we will to call back. The connection cut you off. If you can, 0700 951 0000, 08095974869. Those are the numbers to call. Also, reach out on WhatsApp. We're on YouTube and Facebook right now at Nigeria Info Abuja. Good morning. Are you there? All right, let's up right now and hear what you were saying. What are now duties of area councils? The street roads are bad, no coverts, the teachers are not paid. I suspect a conspiracy on public primary schools. Most of us were trained in public primary schools. If these schools are taken care of, many parents will have no business going to private schools. There is also a prime time, and this prime time for teachers to go on strike. Good government should take primary school education very seriously. And that is what Chima is saying. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome. I can hear you. Can you move away from your device?
Okay, I have done that.
Thank you. What's your name?
My good luck.
Welcome. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Sorry about good luck. If you can, please call back. Welcome. Good morning.
Itodo.
How are you, sir?
Hello.
Hear you. Good morning. Yes. Your connection is a bit distorted, so it's hard for you to make out what you're saying.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I think it's improved, Liz. Go ahead.
I'm really happy that this issue of school strike is coming up because last week, I'm correct, I raised issue like this that government really to do our educational sector because if we really want to succeed in Nigeria, we really need to do educational system because it's a lot of the course. So many people are not educated. Most of the problem we're having today now is because we are illiterate in Nigeria. Causing problem for us. So we need to wake up now. I beg we can please quick rise up, make our primary and secondary school work in Abuja. God bless her. And I want to thank our president to I always call her regularly to complain about our president. Do more.
That's
Itodo. Bye.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts there. Welcome. Oh, sorry about the WhatsApp number as well. The voice call or the regular phone call on this number 08099303. But let's talk about possible solutions, lasting solutions as well. So we don't have this constant back and forth. What would be the option for the government as well as the teacher explore to reach a compromise, to reach a balance, to ensure that distant back and forth every other restriction period is not had? This would not come up again when it's time to get promoted or get an increase. That happens without struggle. Good morning. Are you there? Welcome. Are you there? I cannot hear you at all. Call in, do all the speak up and move away from device. 0700 951 000 0809 97869. Those are the numbers to call. You can also watch live and share us on YouTube and Facebook at 9 Info Abuja. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Please, I beg to be anonymous.
Please.
Thank you. And this issue Abuja, in particular when it comes to our remuneration, has been poor. We have been treated as people, a lesser people or lesser teachers. Last year, the issue of what about this president strike. Last year, what were called templates for so that the area councils are going to move of various areas that are in us. It will shock you to know that some of these areas, there are almost some areas at something months. The monetization areas, 25 months, promotion areas, increments, all sorts of areas ranging from some back as far back as 2013. And this amount, the most much. They was ready to free these areas. They paid 17,000 of 2 months. They didn't use it. The counterpart put an engineering school that were in the same level. They are paid years at when early salaries, and so they were paid in bulk to use their money the way they want. But the school teachers, we are giving nothing, give us constitutional thoughts.
Do you have an idea why there's this discrepancy between the primary school and the junior secondary, why they get paid theirs and you don't?
The words that give the constitution are deliberate about our areas. Before
to cut you short, real quick, I'm sorry to cut you. Making that accusation on them, right? Because they're not here to defend themselves. So why would they deliberate on you, teachers, and the reverse case for the other teachers across your?
Okay, let me take the last argument that we signed with them, the MOU with social councils. They agreed on it to pay this money. And to have 25 months arrears, they said they were going to pay before the last administration. They didn't pay. Okay, agreed upon the template they agreed upon. Like last time, last promotion arrears of 2017, they stopped abruptly. What was the reason? There are various cities or the area council said that money started to be used for something. That is deliberate. That's deliberate. Okay. The point. Template you agreed upon, they are defaulting on. and if a meeting, they don't call it for a meeting, no come. They will come, the player will come, the other person will come, and the teacher will come. They should be meeting, they will come. So it's very
all right.
This is this morning the main increase that's peculiar allowances. All of them have that to them, and I've told them that this is even the secretary, service commission, that this is given to that, so giving them things on have to answer this. The only thing now the solution. I think the best solution is that our salary should be removed from the hands of local government chairman, and in the same sort that it is coming for the jail, it's come from directly from SCPA to the area from the bed. That's SCPA. Each office is the best thing for us now. Anything that has to do with our bodies should come directly from them. And according to one of the letters, the letter has told them that they're still in charge, still employing teachers. They're still in charge, give it our money. Let it come directly. It is a matter of money. Apart from that, there are many things for to push forward with the Abuja school. Because if you go to school right from center, there are no chairs. Go to some schools, they're shocked that even the rooms are blown up. No management.
Now, with this that you've mentioned, are there some of the demands of the teachers as well, besides salaries and arrears? Are they also asking better working conditions in terms of facilities that must be put in place to be able to optimally from the school system?
Well, from the community, like the things, it's not included. But the previous one, we had one. Because if you go to our schools, so you see that some schools today are sitting on the floor in FCK. In this sense, you can send the picture now. Send the picture. You will see it yourself, and you ask, "This is please." When I say this, don't call the student, but I'm saying some schools see those things that children are sitting in Abuja here, even in Kuje, in Abuja. Now, I'm not saying those. So, if you can see that the best that teachers can always manufacture, then of all the public personnel that, but no, the short to hinterland, like Kuje, Abuja, Kwali. I think on the side, he will be shocked with what it is, and he should prop those in charge of education.
All right, Anonymous.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Now, he's gone on to also, some schools don't have the basics, and the teachers have complained about this beforehand, and they're hoping that the school looks into it to ensure that when the children go, they're comfortable. Imagine coming to school and you have to either stand, be in a crowded classroom, or sit on the floor because we don't have enough table chairs to cater to you. Would you have learned anything that is being taught? Would you enjoy it? It'll be a waste of your time. You just go to school. When it's break time, you play, you go home, nothing has been gained, and it's a circle. Only very few are able to find that distraction and learn on their own. How big is that? How parents can do that? Enroll you in a school lesson. Can they afford it? Can they decide to change you to a private school? And they afford, you know how interesting some of these are. So, and recently, between the FCT minister and the area council chairman, he asked them to share their challenges, maybe in a bit looking and hopefully find lessons. So I'm hoping, I think, the time we don't have this come up again as long as it is dealt with, to have the right basic education. Teachers also have the right to treat good because they're a strategic of our foundation. And we can't be treating them in a way that we would not like to be treated ourselves. Over the top. Can it maybe? Can we ensure that what is due them? All of this question answers. I'm hoping that in coming we get answers and teachers with classroom. That's so much right now on this session. Thank you much for your thoughts, and hopefully in a few days, fingers crossed, this will be sorted. But AK is right here with okay, yeah, thank you, AK. So we're going to another conversation right now and do what the statement.
On Nigeria 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go.